In this training video, I will teach you how to pass a psychometric test. During your real psychometric test, you will have to answer questions like this one on the screen. Which word is spelt correctly? You are then given 4 multiple choice answer options. Is it A, especially, B, friends, C, February, or D, surprise? Only one of those 4 words is spelt correctly. Of course, the correct answer here is February. All other 3 words are incorrect. The word especially, answer option A, should have 2 L's. The word friends, in this particular example, the E and I are the wrong way round. And then finally, answer option D, with the word surprise, it is missing the letter R after the letter U. So in that case, the correct answer would be C. Now, before I teach you how to pass your psychometric test, I want to give you 3 very important tips. Make sure you take note of these tips. Tip number 1, you must make sure you practice lots of test questions before the real test. It has been proven that the more tests you practice, the higher your scores will be. And that is exactly what we will do in this training video. We will try lots of different test questions. Tip number 2, make sure you practice a variety of different test questions. Questions including English language, spelling, logical reasoning, numerical reasoning, etc. And then finally, this is perhaps the most important tip. Tip number 3, make sure you practice under timed conditions. During your real psychometric test, you will have to answer lots of test questions under strict timed conditions. Make sure you practice under time conditions before the real test to get the highest scores possible. Let's now start working through various psychometric test questions. Let's start with verbal reasoning. Here is one on the screen. I will teach you how to answer it correctly and then get you to try some live on the screen. Don't forget, practice makes perfect. The question reads as follows. Fish is to swim as dog is to what? A, eat, B, run, C, bark, or D, bone. Read the question carefully. It states, fish is to swim. So it is telling you that a fish, to get from point A to B, must swim. So therefore, for a dog to get from point A to B, must do what? Well, of course, the correct answer is B, run. Fish is to swim as dog is to run. And you would choose B as the correct answer. Okay, now it's your turn to try some verbal reasoning test questions live on the screen. Please put your answers to questions 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 in the comment section below the video, and I will come on here each day and mark them for you. Thank you very much indeed. On the right-hand side of the screen, you will see there is a timer. Don't forget, if you practice under time conditions, the higher your scores will be. The question states as follows. Knife is to cut as pen is to what? A, write, B, ink, C, erase, or D, paint. As I said, on the right-hand side, there is your timer. I will give you 8 seconds to answer each of these questions. If you need more time, simply pause the video because it is important you get the answer correct. So you have the time. It takes the timer to reach the bottom to put your answer in the comment section below the video. Knife is to cut as pen is to what? A, B, C, or D. Here is your timer. Well done. Let's now move on to verbal reasoning test question number 2. Teacher is to school as doctor is to what? A, factory, B, operation, C, nurse, or D, hospital. Tell me your answer. Here's your timer. Well done. Don't forget, practice makes perfect. Verbal reasoning test question 3. Fire is to hot as ice is to A, dry, B, wet, C, cold, or D, snow. Tell me your answer in the comments. Here is your timer. Well done. Try 2 more before we move on to a different type of psychometric test question. Question number 4. Cat is to kitten as cow is to A, grass, B, calf, C, puppy, or D, foal. Here is your timer. Fantastic. Try 1 more. Verbal reasoning test question 5. B is to honey as cow is to A, milk, B, grass, C, bread, or D, wool. Here is your timer. Well done. Let's now move on to a different type of psychometric test question. These come up all the time during psychometric tests. Spelling. Now, lots of people fail their psychometric tests because they cannot spell correctly. Most of us think we can. Let's see how you get on with this type of test. Spelling test practice question. I will teach you how to answer the question correctly and then get you to try some live on the screen. Which word is spelt correctly? A, definitely. B, publicly. C, separate. Or D, necessary. Only one of those words is spelt correctly. Can you see which one it is? Of course, the correct answer is C. All of the other words are not spelt correctly. Definitely needs an I instead of the letter A. B, publicly, should be shorter. And D, necessary, requires an A instead of the E. So let's now get you to try some live on the screen. Please put your answers to questions 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10 in the comment section below the video for marking. I will come on here each day and assess them for you. Thank you very much indeed. Here we go. Spelling test question number 6. Which word is spelt correctly? A, recommend. B, maintenance. C, category. Or D, entrepreneur. Now you have 8 seconds to answer these questions. If you need more time, please pause the video. Here we go. Now, these are harder than they look. Try another one. Spelling test question number 7. Which word is spelt correctly? A, vacuum. B, millennium. C, pronunciation. Or D, calendar. Only one of those words is correct. Tell me in the comments. Brilliant. Well done. Spelling test question number 8. Which word is spelt correctly? A, privileged. B, conscience. C, occasion. Or D, questionnaire. These are really difficult. They are harder than they look. Can you see the correct answer? Here is your timer. Spelling test question number 9. Don't forget, the more you practice, the higher your scores will be. Which word is spelt correctly? A, consensus. B, minuscule. C, gauge. Or D, liaison. Only one of those is correct. Can you see which one it is? Here's your timer. Brilliant. Let's now move on to spelling test question number 10. Try one more. This is very difficult. If you get this correct, I will be very proud of you. Which word is spelt correctly? A, bureaucracy. B, receive. C, accommodate. Or D, occurrence. Here is your timer. Brilliant work. Let's now move on to a different type of psychometric test question. This time we will take a look at English language. These come up all the time during psychometric tests. English language test practice question. Which of the following sentences is grammatically correct? A, she don't like coffee in the mornings. B, she doesn't like coffee in the mornings. C, she doesn't like coffee on the mornings. Or D, she don't like coffee in the morning. Only one of those is grammatically correct. Which one is it? Of course, it is B. She doesn't like coffee in the mornings. You can see how difficult these questions are if you are under time conditions. So to help you improve your scores, please try the following English language test questions. Please put your answers to questions 11, 12, 13, 14 and 15 in the comment section below the video, and I will mark them for you. Thank you very much indeed. Here we go. English language test question 11. Which sentence is correct? A, she run to the shop every morning. B, she run to the shop each morning. C, she runned to the shop every morning. Or D, she runs to the shop every morning. Is it A, B, C or D? Tell me in the comments. Thank you. If you are answering these within the time limit, brilliant stuff. English language test question 12. Which sentence is correct? A, the dog chased its tail. B, the dog chased their tail. C, the dog chased its tail without the apostrophe. Or D, the dog chased it tail. Only one of those is correct. A, B, C or D? Please tell me in the comments. Brilliant. English language test question 13. Which sentence is correct? Is it A, B, C, or D? Only one of those sentences is correct. Please tell me in the comments. Now, in English language test question 14, you only have 3 multiple choice answer options. Which sentence is correct? A, they're going to the park after lunch. B, they're going to the park after lunch. Or C, they're going to the park after lunch. You have to decide which of the first words is spelt correctly, A, B or C. Here is your timer. Brilliant. And let's try one more before we move on to a different type of psychometric test. Which sentence is correct? A, the students forgot to bring their homework. B, the students forgot to bring their homework. Or C, the students forgot to bring their homework. Is it A, B or C that is spelt correctly? Here is your timer. Well done. Let's now move on to a different type of psychometric test question. Don't forget, the more you practice, the higher your scores will be. This time, we will take a look at numerical reasoning test questions. Here is one on the screen for us to practice, and I will then get you to try some on your own. Don't forget, read the question carefully. The question states as follows. A bakery sells cupcakes in boxes of 6. So that means there are 6 cupcakes in each box. If you buy 4 boxes and then eat 5 cupcakes on the way home, how many cupcakes do you have left? Is it A, 15, B, 17, C, 19, or D, 21? To calculate the answer, we have to first ascertain how many cupcakes we had at the start before the journey home. So it states if you buy 4 boxes and there are 6 cupcakes in each box, we can do the calculation 4 boxes times 6 cupcakes equals 24 cupcakes. We had 24 cupcakes before the journey home. But it then states that we eat 5 cupcakes on the way home. The simple calculation is 24 minus the 5 eaten equals 17 cupcakes left. So the answer would be 17. The more of these you practice, the faster you will become at answering them correctly. So now it is your turn to try some numerical reasoning test questions. Please put your answers to questions 16, 17, 18, 19 and 20 in the comment section below the video and I will mark them for you. Thank you very much indeed. Here we go. You order 3 pizzas cut into 8 slices each. 5 friends eat 3 slices each. How many slices are left? Is it A, 7, B, 8, C, 9, or D, 10? Only one of those answers is correct. Here is your timer. You might need more time to answer this question. If you do, simply pause the video. Tell me your answer in the comments. Brilliant, well done. Numerical reasoning test question 17. T-shirts are $8 each or 2 for $15. You buy 4. How much do you save versus paying $8 each? Is it A, $2, B, $4, C, $6, or D, $8? Here is your timer. Again, pause the video if you need to. Brilliant, well done. Numerical reasoning test question 18. A 40-seat bus has 28 people. The next stop, 6 get off, but 9 get on. How many seats are empty? Is it A, 6, B, 7, C, 8, or D, 9? Here is your timer. Pause the video if you need to. It is important you get the answer correct. Brilliant work, well done. Numerical reasoning test question 19. A 90-minute film starts at 18:30. You watch 2/3 of the film. When do you leave? Is it A, 19:15, B, 19:30, C, 19:45, or D, 20:00? Tell me your answer in the comments. Here is your timer. Brilliant, well done. Let's try one more before we move on to a different type of psychometric test. Boxes hold 12 donuts. You need at least 95 donuts. What's the minimum number of boxes you will need? A, 6, B, 7, C, 8, or D, 9? Here is your timer. Brilliant work, well done. Let's now try percentages. These come up all the time, but again, lots of people fail them during the real psychometric test. These look very difficult to answer, but there is a number of options you have for quickly reaching the correct answer. So, what is 20% of 250? This is a standard type of psychometric test question. You have 2 options for answering this question. Option number 1, you can convert 20% to a decimal, and you would do that by dividing 20 by 100, and that would give you 0.2. You simply then multiply 0.2 by 250 to get your answer of 50. Option number 2 is a different way. You can do the following. You could calculate 10% of 250. Even though we need to calculate 20%, you can quickly calculate 10% by doing the following. 250 divided by 10 is of course 25, and you would then multiply 25 by 2 because we need 20%, and again that would give you the correct answer of 50. So now it is your turn to try some percentages test questions. Please put your answers to questions 21, 22, 23, 24 and 25 in the comment section below the video, and I will mark them for you. Thank you very much indeed. You can use a calculator if you desire. Here we go. Question 21. What is 70% of 300? A, 280, B, 250, C, 210, or D, 200? Here is your timer. Percentages test question 22. What is 60% of 240? Is it A, 160, B, 144, C, 140, or D, 150? Here is your timer. Question number 23. What is 40% of 400? Is it A, 240, B, 200, C, 160, or D, 150? Here is your timer. Please tell me your answer. Percentages test question 24. What is 90% of 500? Is it A, 480, B, 450, C, 410, or D, 400? Here is your timer. Well done. And one more before we move on. Percentages test question 25. What is 55% of 200? Is it A, 155, B, 120, C, 110, or D, 105? Here is your timer. Brilliant. Let's now move on and try a different type of psychometric test question. Don't forget, lots of practice equals higher scores. We will now take a look at move the letter test questions. Again, these come up all the time during psychometric tests. Which one letter can be moved from the first word to the second word to create two new words? Let me explain how to answer this common type of psychometric test question. So we have to decide which one letter can be moved from the word stone to the second word tar to create two new words. So if we were to move the letter S from stone and move it to the right, we would have two new words. On the right, we would have star, and on the left, we would have tone. So now that you understand how to answer move the letter test questions, it's now your turn to try some live on the screen. Please put your answers to questions 26, 27, 28, 29, and 30 in the comment section below the video, and I will mark them for you. Move the letter test question 26. Which one letter can be moved from the first word to the second word to create two new words? Here is your timer. Test question 27. Which one letter can be moved from the first word to the second word to create two new words? Here is your timer. Move the letter test question 28. You are doing fantastic. Which one letter can be moved from the first word to the second word to create two new words? Please try two more. Move the letter test question 29. Which one letter can be moved from the first word to the second word to create two new words? That one is quite difficult. Move the letter test question 30. Which one letter can be moved from the first word to the second word to create two new words? Here is your timer. Okay, in the next section of this training video, I will work through the answers with you. Please tell me your scores in the comments below the video. I would be really interested to hear how many you got correct out of the 30 psychometric test questions. Now, before I tell you the answers, if at any point you would like more free psychometric test questions to try, then make sure you click that link in the top right hand corner of the video and head through to my website, howtobecome.com. You can get free access to lots of psychometric test questions. Don't forget, the more you practice, the higher your scores will be. Let's start working through those answers. Question number 1, knife is to cut as pen is to write. So the question is telling you that a knife will cut and a pen therefore will write. Question number 2, teacher is to school as doctor is to hospital. So that is telling you that a teacher works at a school, therefore a doctor works at a hospital. Question number 3, fire is to hot as ice is to cold. The answer would be C. It is telling you that fire is hot, therefore ice is cold. Question number 4, cat is to kitten as cow is to calf. So a cat will have kittens and a cow will have calves. You can see how when you understand how to answer these questions, it makes it far easier for you to quickly find the correct answer. Question number 5, bee is to honey as cow is to milk. So bees will make honey, cows will make milk. Let's now move on to spelling test questions. Number 6, which word is spelt correctly? The correct answer is entrepreneur. Question number 7, which one was correct? C, pronunciation. All the other ones were incorrect. Question number 8, did you get the answer correct? It is C, occasion. Question number 9, minuscule. That was really difficult, that one. And question number 10, even harder, A, B, C or D. The correct answer was bureaucracy. Let's now move on to English language test questions. Number 11, the correct answer was D. She runs to the shop every morning. All of the other answer options, A, B and C, were incorrect. Question number 12, C. The dog chased its tail without the apostrophe between the T and S. All the other ones were incorrect. Question 13, did you get the correct answer? D. I am very excited to start my new job tomorrow. You will notice that A has an incorrect spelling of the word excited. Did you fall into that trap? I am very excited was spelled incorrectly for answer option A. Let's move on to 14. You only had 3 answer options. It was assessing your understanding of the word there. The correct answer was C. They're going to the park after lunch. They are going to the park after lunch. Question 15. The correct answer is A. The students forgot to bring their homework. Because the homework belongs to the students, you would use the word their, T-H-E-I-R. Question 16, which was a numerical reasoning test question. You order 3 pizzas cut into 8 slices each. That means you have 24 slices. 5 friends eat 3 slices each, which is 15 slices. How many slices are left? You simply do the calculation. 24 slices minus 15 equals 9 slices left. Question 17. T-shirts are $8 each or 2 for $15. You buy 4. So if you buy 4, it costs you $30. How much do you save versus paying $8 each? Well, if you paid $8 for each t-shirt and you bought 4, that would be $32. But because you bought 2 for $15 twice, it means you saved $2. Question 18. A 40-seat bus has 28 people. Next stop, 6 get off, which would make it 22, but 9 get on. That would mean there would be 31. How many seats are empty? 40-seat bus minus 31 equals 9. D. Question 19. A 90-minute film starts at 18:30. You watch 2/3 of the film. Well, 2/3 of a 90-minute film is 60 minutes. So all you do is calculate 18:30 plus 60 minutes equals B, 19:30. Question 20. Boxes hold 12 donuts, but you need at least 95 donuts. What's the minimum number of boxes? Well, it is 8 times 12 donuts. that would give you 8 times 12, 96. So you could fit 96 donuts into 8 boxes, because 8 times 12 is, of course, 96. Okay, question 21. 70% of 300, 210. Question 22. 60% of 240, 144. Question 23. 40% of 400, you would choose C, 160. Question 24. 90% of 500 is 450. And finally, question 25. 55% of 200 is 110. Let's now move on to move the letter test questions. These seemed relatively easy to answer, but under time conditions, they are difficult. Which one letter can be moved from the first word to the second word to create 2 new words? If you move P, you are left with the words ant and pride. 27. The correct answer is D. If you move the letter D, you get ice and down. Question 28. If you move the letter R, you get gown and grave. Question 29. The correct answer is E. You would be left with chat and rage. And question 30. If you move the letter S, you get tag and strain. Tell me in the comments section how many you got correct out of 30. Don't forget, the more you practice, the higher your scores will be. Therefore, make sure you go to my website, howtobecome.com, click the link in the top right-hand corner of the video, scroll down here on YouTube, and then go straight to my free psychometric testing page. You can get free tests to try. They will help improve your scores. I really hope you've enjoyed this video. Don't forget to subscribe and give the video a like. Thank you for your support. Have a wonderful day.